Developing a positive mindset is not the easiest. To give you a quick story about myself. As for those of you who do not know, my name is Victor, who goes by Victor the Inspiration on social media, and I have a progressive disability known as spinal muscular atrophy type 2, which is a disability that takes away the ability to walk, eat, and breathe over time. Developing a positive mindset, having a progressive disability, is not the easiest. Being able to push myself in a manual wheelchair to then a decade later not being able to have the strength to do so anymore, where I have to be in a powerized wheelchair, as you can imagine, is not only a transition within itself, but can also affect one's optimism by trying to stay positive because you're not able to do what you were able to do yesterday. Again, it can affect you. It can affect you mentally, as you can imagine. Developing a positive mindset again is not the easiest. Throughout my entire course of my life, it's unfortunately it's a bit of a bittersweet. And I say it's a bit of a bittersweet because the one thing my disability has taught me is it has one been my normalcy to have everything slowly slipping away from me. Meaning the time that I am able to push myself in a wheelchair, the time I am able to pick my hands up, the times I am able to eat a burger, the time I am able to move my hands where I am able to hold a taco properly, or I'm able to pick up my drink, I'm able to pick up my phone, I'm able to do certain things. When you're able to do something one day and having the next not being able to do it, again, is not the easiest. So living a lifestyle where your normalcy is having everything slowly being taken away from you, not just so much internally, but externally as well, because you're losing things internally, which is your strength, your muscles, and then externally, you're losing loved ones around you as well. No matter where you look, no matter what you see, you're losing something. And it's unfortunate, and I say it's a bittersweet because it sucks where everything is slowly slipping away, which is why I created the philosophy everything is temporary, because everything really is temporary. And it's also fortunate. It's also a good, beneficial, I guess you could say, to have a progressive disability because it teaches you things that the ordinary person finds extremely hard to understand, which is the ability to endure, which is the ability to stop what you're doing and adapt to your life situations. Again, back to what I was saying, being able to do something yesterday to again waking up and not being able to do it, you have one of two choices. You have one, you can feel sorry for yourself, which will do absolutely nothing for you. And it's okay to feel sorry for yourself in the beginning, but you cannot stay there. Or two, be positive about it. Not able to do, again, you may weep for a little bit in the beginning stages, but you're going to get through it. And you have to develop the mindset that, hey, no matter what it is I'm going through, everything's going to be okay. I recently had a conversation with myself because my SMA is progressing, where I've been struggling significantly with a few different things, a few different areas within my life, but a lot has been my neck support. And I recently had a self talk. I had to do some personal reflection, self reflection of mine, telling myself, hey, like you've gone through stuff in the past. You've been able to experience one thing in the past and the next not being able to do it. And I needed to have that positive self talk with myself. Like, hey, adapt to your situation. To give an example, brushing my teeth has not been the easiest lately. It's been very challenging. And yes, although have I may have the assistance where I can have assistance, like my mom, for example, can help me brush my teeth. But I try not to do that because as it is, living with SMA and living with a progressive disability, you're limited to a certain extent, and your independence can only go so far. So it may appear little to not being able to brush your teeth. Oh, you can have somebody help you. It may appear that simple, but for me, it's much bigger than that. It's losing one extra thing that I'd rather hold on to because it gives me some form of independence. It's the little things. So being positive is again back to what I was saying. It's a bittersweet with my disability. Is you have to adapt. You have to adapt to your situations. How can I adapt? Again, talking about my toothbrush. Is my toothbrush? I have been trying. I'm still working on it. I'm still trying to figure it out. It's been a few weeks now. I'm still trying to figure out what can I do to benefit the situation. But I'm trying to figure out how can I adapt to me utilizing this toothbrush that I am most comfortable with. Because I don't want to just use a toothbrush, right, and then it's doing very little to nothing, right? That's not going to benefit. That's not good for your dental hygiene. I'm trying to adapt. So trying to be positive during the process is not the easiest, as you can imagine. So the point of this video is, one, I want you to take away the value that is the most valuable to you within this video. But I hope too that I was able to get across that no matter what it is you are going through, find a way to adapt to your situation. Find a way to stay positive in your situation. No matter how difficult, no matter how challenging, no matter how much your world may be feeling like it's getting dimmer and dimmer with light. Keep the faith. And most importantly, do not let go of that little spark of light that everything could get better, that everything will get better. That's what I'm holding on to. Today may not be the easiest. Tomorrow may have been difficult. Today may be challenging. Tomorrow may test me. But I'm staying optimistic that no matter what happens, I'm going to adapt to the situation. I'm going to do what I must, which is endure, persevere, find the strength to overcome the situation. If eventually down the line I need help with it, I need help with it. It's something I'm going to have to accept, just like how it was something I needed to accept from going from a manual wheelchair to a power wheelchair. There was only so much I could do for a certain amount of time before I metaphorically speaking, reached the finish line, which is I reached the end of the course of me being in a manual wheelchair. And I began a new course being in a powerized wheelchair. Please let me know down below within the comments what this video meant for you, if this video had any form of value to and for you. And please also let me know down below within the comments if there is something you personally would like me to personally talk about and share with you. I love you. I appreciate you. And remember, grow through what you go through. Much love.